Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout, and let's talk about how bad the Peter Pan and Wendy movie is. A lot of people are probably thinking, who cares? This is a movie made for kids. It's not a movie made for you, dude. Lighten up. What's the big deal? Well, I completely reject that because I think that a good film is good to everybody. I mean, it's objectively good. It's not just all opinion. There are films that are good for little kids, they enjoy it, adults, parents, teens, preteens, grandparents, everybody. It's just objectively great films. Think about the movies that you saw as a kid and then you've rewatched as an adult. Don't they hold up? There are some of them that really hold up well, and those are the ones are great films. Plus, it's Disney. Disney historically had a great reputation for making films that just really stand the test of time. I mean, it was kind of part of their motto, stands the test of time. Not anymore. It doesn't even stand the test of time like 10 minutes ago. The brand went from being a trusted brand, like it didn't have anything weird, creepy stuff in it. And also you could trust that the quality was going to be there. Not anymore. I mean, it's not even hit or miss. It's just miss. But anyways, before I jump into just how bad this movie is, if you go on over, hit subscribe, click notification bell, comment, like this video. I want to hear your opinion on the different audience scores and just the hilarious things that people wrote. Okay, so I'm over here at Rotten Tomatoes. Now, the difference between what the critics gave this and the audience, it's staggering. This is, to date, the lowest rated Disney movie. This is at 12% right now, 12%. So we're almost like sinking beneath double digits. This was at 13%. So the more people see of this film, the worse and worse it's getting. So it's not because people aren't watching it, they are. And they're not even paying for it. You can stream it on where you don't have to pay to go to a movie theater. You don't have to drive to go to a movie theater. You can see it on Disney Plus in the comfort of your own home. If you're worried somebody's gonna look at you weird because you're gonna go see Peter Pan or whatever, Peter Pan and Wendy, you don't gotta worry about it. You can just sit with your kids, watch it at home. So right now, critics are giving it a 62%. Now that's considered fresh, right, by Rotten Tomatoes. But think about it, 62%. That's it's a D minus, borderline F. I mean, it's a total failure, not any good. 12%. I mean, self-explanatory. The shill critics, 130 reviews. The audience score, 5,000 plus reviews. So let's go on down here. I'm not even gonna bother reading the paid critics because it's who cares? They're gonna write whatever Disney tells them to write because they want to get the Disney gift baskets. They want to get whatever perks that they could get. So right here, half a star. Plot was bad and forced to the limit. Horrible CGI. You can kind of see that in the trailer. It was not good. Disney's actually gotten worse at special effects, which is it's mind-boggling how that could be because special effects are cheaper now than what they were. So they should be able to spend more money on better effects. Horrible CGI. It was not what I was expecting for. This one gives a half a star, not suitable for children. This one gives half a star. Boring and nothing special. Not magic, no nothing. Wasted time, bad actors, and performances. Wow, why the hell did you even put Peter Pan in the movie in the first place? That's one thing people are saying because it really focuses on Wendy in the story. Man, that was terrible. Bad narrative, nothing related to the classic movie. The essence is lost. It's really dark and not fun for the children. That's one thing I noticed too, watching this trailer and clips. It's just the lighting is so dark. They have some filter on it. It looks like the sun went down and it's been raining. And I think it's to hide the poor CGI. Because if you think of live action films for kids, they used to be really bright. Usually the darker a film is, just with the color palette, usually the older the audience is supposed to be. So it's really weird that a darker color palette is targeted towards kids. I think it's just a high at the poor special effects. Worst, oh wait, this one goes, this movie is offensive, half a star. Worst Peter Pan movie ever. Absolutely the most awful, cheesy, terrible excuse of a classic movie. Pretty boring. I fell asleep after 15 minutes. Just another D+ misstep. Even the CG was awful. That's one thing that people are saying. Since it's Disney+, they call it D+. Like, the quality of Disney movies is now a D+ at best. I can't even explain it, but something about the movie made it so boring, and I feel like it doesn't need a higher rating than mine. Half a star. It's lost its original message, boring, bad CGI, and story with no flavor, very sad. It goes, another quick buck for Disney, where has the magic gone? Another awful remake. I saw the movie giving it a chance because I have a little daughter and she convinced me to put it on, but she told me if those girls were stupid or because they were in Neverland. Ouch. Let's see, a joke and an insult to the classic. I feel sorry for this generation as they only get bad remakes. I agree with that. I mean, you can hate on the 80s and 90s all you want, but at least there was some original stuff out there. Really bad remakes by incompetent writers and more incompetent producers. Barely resembles the source material, plus it is boring and looks cheap. That's another thing too. Like, if you're gonna make something low budget or looks low budget, the cardinal sin, the one thing an audience will never forgive you is it can't be boring. Think of all the like B movies, all the Roger Corman movies from the past. People knew what they were getting into. They knew the storyline was gonna be ridiculous, the dialogue was gonna be ridiculous, the makeup, the crazy, just everything was ridiculous, but it wasn't boring. So people paid to see it and paid to come back to watch it. These films, it's a snooze fest. It's so bad. Disgraceful and a mockery to the legacy of Peter Pan. This movie speaks for itself, half a star. All the money in the world to remake these classics, and they opt to hand the keys over to emotionally bankrupt, self-interested writers who couldn't care less about the lessons of the story, just more opportunities to weave their own contemporary philosophies into classics, hoping to alter the world into their point of view rather than just make a great adaptation of a timeless classic. Tis not the Peter Pan and Wendy. It is Wendy. Came into it open-minded, hoping that it would not be as bad as other reviewers had said, but nope, it really is that bad. This story is not Peter Pan. Disney needs to stop pandering to modern audiences. I cringe every time I hear somebody say modern audiences, like, you know, and they're not being like, they're not putting down the idea of like modern audiences. They're what they're doing is they're saying, we're gonna change this thing that everybody liked because it fits what I, in my tiny little world, want to see, but nobody else wants to see. And if you don't like that, I'm going to put you down for it. That's basically what the people that run Disney have been doing, and nobody cares. Nobody wants to watch this stuff. Low quality, the movie looks like there is no budget. No one wants this Disney, another felt remake. Disney won't listen, and it just goes on and on. Soulless and colorless mess. Why so serious and dark? That's like the Joker, I guess. That's like the Joker's review. Oh man, it's as bad as a new Pinocchio movie. Really not recommended to watch this on Disney Plus. One of the worst live action adaptations of a Disney animation. I had a hard differentiating the characters from how we used to see them while keeping up with the terrible plot. I mean, these are just, I do not think that these are people that are just writing stuff to be mean. You know, I think that they legitimately gave us a chance, and the movie just isn't any good. I mean, what are you going to say? Disney can either take the criticism and change and give people what they want and make a ton of money and continue to thrive, or, you know, thrive again like they used to in the past, or they can just keep on just plowing along and putting people down and, pushing away their audience and alienating people. But what do you think? What do you think Disney's going to do? Do you think Disney is going to sit down with a cup of coffee, read these, and actually take them serious and pivot and go down a different route and give us stuff we want to see, stuff that's actually decent? Or do you think they're just going to write hit pieces on fans? They're going to dismiss people and continue to alienate pretty much the majority of everybody. Let me know what you think. Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, original content, click subscribe. Later.